All right, it's time to change my furnace filter, you guys. This is something that needs to be done about every 3 months, and incredibly simple process. And for all of you out there who change your furnace filters every 3 months, congratulations. You're probably doing it more than most people, because a lot of people they almost forget about it. They leave their furnace filter in there for 6 months, a year, and then they end up either getting around to changing it, or they have somebody come out and change it and pay them to do it. And that's okay. I don't want to pay somebody to do something that's an incredibly simple process. Literally, it's sliding out the old furnace filter, sticking a new one in. And for all of you people out there who already do this, I'm not talking to you, okay? It's the people who just have never done it. They think it's probably more complicated than it really is, and they either pay somebody to come do it or somebody they know comes and does it for them. So I'm going to show you how to do it today. It is so simple, okay? I'm going to show you the furnace filter that I have and that I'm going to put in. There, for the most part, you change furnace filters about every 3 months. There are some like high efficiency systems out there and things that have different furnace filters that you can actually clean the furnace filter, and they'll go longer than 3 months. But these are just throwaway furnace filters that you're going to replace about every 3 months. So I'm going to show you guys the furnace filter real quick. We'll talk about it. Okay, so here is the furnace filter I got. It's a Filtrete furnace filter. It's basically, for my furnace, it's the highest filtration level you can get. And you can look right on here. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's going to tell you all of the different types of things that it filters out. So this one does lint, household dust, dust mite debris, mold spores, pollen, pet dander, smoke, smog, cough and sneeze debris, bacterias, and viruses. So like I say, this is pretty much the highest level filtration that I can get in this filter. There may be some higher filtrations out of a different brand. I just always use these. Now, my furnace filter is a 14-inch by 25-inch by 1-inch, okay? So, and that's actually, I don't want to say it's strange, but it's not quite as common as like a 16-inch. The 14-inch isn't quite as common. But all you have to do is you just have to know the size furnace filter you use. If you don't know that, it could be as easy as pulling your furnace filter out and looking at it. And a lot of times you don't even have to pull it out. It will say it on the end, okay? So you slide this in, but this will still be visible in a lot of systems. It is in mine. Some systems it's not. You have to kind of open up a little compartment or a metal door to get to the furnace filter, but it's not hard. You know, it might contain 2 screws that you have to undo, lift up a little door to get to the furnace filter. You can see here says lasts up to 3 months. So, you know, this one says 3 times better small particulate capture. So it's just really all about when you get cheaper filters, you can tell that they look different, right? They're not as tight together, the filter portion of it. So it's not filtering as much. So you might have some and it'll show on here, you know, this won't show, or it'll show, but it won't show that it filters it. So it might not filter viruses and bacteria, but it may filter the rest of this stuff, and it'll have a different number. Instead of saying 1500, it might say 1200 or 900 or whatever the filter level is. So pretty standard. My wife has a lot of allergies, so we're going to put in this one that filters a little bit better. Truthfully, any home that has forced air, like your standard HVAC system that blows air from air ducts, it's blowing air around in your house. And so it is going to be blowing dust and particulates throughout your house. But it's just what it is. So you want to try and filter it out the best you can. So, you know, the air gets sucked up through the return vents. So yeah, like I was saying, the air gets sucked up through the return vents. Mine are on my ceiling, You can see there's one right there. There's another one back in my bedroom. So air gets sucked up through there. It goes back to where the furnace is at, okay? But before it runs through the furnace, it runs through the filter I just showed you guys. So that's what's filtering out those particulates that get sucked up. And then, so this filter filters that dust and debris, and then it hopefully is sending cleaner air back into your house, okay? So it's just kind of a cycle like that. But I want to show you guys how to replace this. It literally takes less than a minute when I'm up there. My system is in my attic. I don't have good light up there, so I'm going to try and use just a flashlight to show you guys. It's as simple as sliding out the old filter, sliding the new filter in, and you're done. I'll show you. So my other filter has been in there for 3 months. I'll show you how much dust is on it. And hopefully, you know, if you guys have never done it, this video will help you guys out some. Just all about trying to knock out stuff that you can do yourself, simple tasks around the house. You don't have to pay other people to do a little easy DIY task instead of paying an HVAC company to come out. And I mean, they're probably going to charge you, you know, 100, 150 bucks just to come out and change your filter. Buy this filter for 20 bucks and you're done. All right, so let's climb up in the attic. I'll show you how it's done. All right, so I'm up in the attic. It's kind of dark up here, but I want to show you guys what I was talking about. Okay, so this duct right here and that one over there are called the return ducts, okay? And they are essentially bringing air from inside of your house into the furnace. And then you can see right there, there's the filter. So that air is getting filtered before it goes through the furnace and blown back out into your house. So what's in there right now is my old filter, same color filter, exact same filter that I'm about to replace. So so for my system, this is literally how easy it is. Like I say, some you're going to be able to see the end of the filter and you're just going to grab it, pull it out, slide the new one in. Some furnaces you may have like a little like couple screws, you know, that you may have to unscrew and open up to access the filter. It's just all incredibly simple. So you may just have to kind of look at your furnace to see how it is. But I trust me, once you do it one time, you're gonna say, man, why have I been paying somebody to do this? Or if you didn't realize, like I've actually known some people who they didn't even realize that they had to change their furnace filter. I mean, their furnace filter had literally been in there for years, which is very bad for a system. Not only is it not healthy for you because it's not filtering air properly, it is not good for your HVAC system because the more clogged up that filter gets, the harder it is for it to move air through there and the harder your system is having to work. So you want to be sure and replace these things regularly. So I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to reach down here. I'm going to grab this thing and I'm going to slide it out of here. Okay. So you can see sliding out of there real easy. So just sliding out. But look, so you can see it's got big chunks of dust on it. It is actually not very dirty, to be honest. But I want to go ahead and replace it anyway because you don't want it to get to the point where it is just completely filthy. Another thing I want to show you real quick, on the top of these filters, they have an arrow. If you can see right there, there's an arrow on the top of the filter. That is showing you the airflow direction. So it's idiot proof, okay? So these are your return vents. So there's air coming in to here and then going through the system and blowing out the other ducts that go to your air vents in your house. So it literally just shows you how to put it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. There we go. And I'm gonna take my good, fresh, clean one and see. So my arrow's over there on this one, so I'm gonna flip this thing around. And I'm gonna slide it in there. And there you go. My furnace filter is replaced.
and I'm just gonna set a calendar reminder to replace it again in another 3 months. It's gonna keep my system flowing smooth, and it's gonna keep my house healthier.
Right, so that is how you replace your furnace filter. Hopefully, if there are any of you out there who've never done it, or you've ever been intimidated to do it, this shows you how easy it is. You can go to your local Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart. A lot of grocery stores even have furnace filters. You just have to know what size, and you pick which filtration level you want. Obviously, the less filtration, the cheaper they are, but you're still not paying a lot. This had the highest filtration of this brand, and it was like $20. So I'll put some links down in the description to probably this brand of furnace filter, and you can check it out. So go knock it out, save yourself some money.